Hello, my name is Bisi Akinkugbe with Stack IT Solutions, and today I would like to show you how to deploy a WordPress like this on a LAMP server or a LAMP stack using Bootstrapping. So before we get started, what is Bootstrapping? Bootstrapping is a way of running commands on your instance at launch. So as your instance is coming up, you've already passed a script or some command lines that would work as your instance is coming up. So by the time your instance is fully up and running, this website in our case should be up and running, give or take few seconds. So I'm gonna go over the script high level and show you how to do this in less than 10 minutes or so. So let's get started. Here's the script. So as you can see, it's trying to get the latest Yum update, all the necessary packages for this to run, all the Linux, LAMP, MariaDB, and PHP, all the latest versions of it for our instance. Our instance is going to be Amazon Linux 2. Another thing that I would like to show you on this script. So here, this is how you start up the Apache. Scroll going down, here is where we download and unzip the WordPress that we're going to be using, and here's how we log in as root to MySQL, and then we'll go ahead and create the user. In our case, it's going to be StackPress. This is the password for it. We're going to be creating a database called StackDB. We're going to be granting all privileges to this user called Stack. And this line is interesting. So what I did for this exercise or video is the already deployed site. I copied the deployed code for this site, and I put it in my S3 bucket, which is this one right here. So that's the code for the previous one. And what I ended up doing was to now have it in my S3 bucket so that whenever I need to redeploy another instance using Bootstrapping, I can just go ahead and go grab that same code, that version of that software, and every time I get the same version. So let's get back to our code here. Excuse me 1 second. All right. So moving along, I'm seeding into the Apache document root. So that's where our software is going to be installed. That's where Apache needs to be a part of. To be a part of. I'm talking about the groups here. So let's see what else I can show you here. So another thing I was able to do was I installed WPCLI so that I can do a little bit of editing on my WordPress as it's coming up. So for example, I'm able to pass the title, the username, password, and your email address. So as you're launching your WordPress for the first time, your landing page, it would ask you for all of these questions. Put in the name of the title of your blog, your username, password. So you could do this from this script. And I was able to activate our theme. So in our case, our theme is going to be 2017. Here you could change it to 2019, 2020, whatever your preference is. That's where you go to do it. Another thing I did was I ran a curl to get my instance metadata to grab my IP address, and this is how you run that code. So you run it here, and then you select this one, and then I was able to manipulate just to extract the IP address, and then I wrote it into a folder called hostname. So and that's the short condensed version or explanation of what this script is going to be doing. So now let's go ahead and create a new instance so we can see how this is going to work. All right, so let's go ahead and actually let me go back to this code. I'm going to change this to let's make it my third instance. I'd already created one before as part of my testing before this video. So I'm going to copy this because I'm going to need it to create while I'm creating my new instance. So let's go ahead and launch a new instance. We're going to select Amazon Linux 2 AMI. So in the instant type, we're going to use T2 micro. We're going to stay within free tier. So let's go ahead and select that. Here, we're going to always remember, if you're involved in S3, to go grab your, in our case, to go grab the latest copy you want to assign a role. So here, we're just going to assign it S3 admin access. You don't really have to give this role admin access. You could tailor it to exactly to that bucket. But in our case, we're just going to give it all admin rights. Here is where this user data box, here's where we'll put our script. So I just copied and pasted it here. Let me see here. And as you can see, I changed it to my third stack WordPress. So let's go to storage. We're going to leave this as default. And then we're going to create a tag here. Let's create a new tag. I'm going to call it my, instead of second, I'll call it third, since we already have a second stack WordPress page. All right, so this looks good. Let's go to security group. So as a matter of fact, I'll go ahead and create a new security group for this one. So let's add another rule. So there are 3 ports that we need. So we need HTTP, and we're just going to leave it at port 80. That's fine. And we're going to need MySQL because we do have a MySQL database. So we're going to need this one. So I'm going to call it third WordPress. Let's just call it third WordPress security group underscore SG. I'm just going to copy this and put it here. Then we're going to review this. The source needs to okay, so let's just do this way. Let's see if this works. Okay, that works. I mean, I wouldn't recommend you doing it this way. This is just so that you can at least understand what this is. This is you're doing it. No security. Security-minded solutions architect will design this way. This is it's a demo. It's just a demonstration of what we're trying to do here. So go ahead and hit launch. Select our key pair, acknowledge. Go ahead and launch. All right. So this is gonna go ahead. I'm gonna pause this video, so that by the time it's fully up and running, then we'll try the website. So I'll be back shortly. Okay, so we're back. Let's see now. It looks like our instance is up and running. As you can see, we have our status check. We have 2 for 2. That's good. So we're gonna copy the public DNS and let's go into a incognito window here and let's see if we can get our site. Voila! You see it says my third stack IT WordPress, and this is the IP address when I was talking about the instant metadata. So I was able to basically extract that IP address and attach it to the title of this blog. Like I said, this is if you're no security minded solutions architect or anyone deploying any type of, it doesn't even matter, it doesn't have to be WordPress, would consider putting their public IP address on the website. And as a matter of fact, this site will be terminating the instance once this video is finished. So without further ado, it looks like we're good to go. You can see the site. Let's go back to the site. Let me show you one more thing. Here you can scroll down and this is where you log in, and you could let's go ahead and log in. Let's see if I remember the password for this. Let's see here. Okay, yep, looks like we're good. I just wanted to show you where we activated the theme. You see here, that was a theme that we activated from our code from earlier. So it looks like so this is essentially how you deploy a WordPress on a LAMP server. The LAMP server I was referring to it to Linux, Apache, MariaDB, or MySQL, and PHP application. And this is how you do that. Thanks for watching, and I'll see